Hello everyone, welcome to a video log, I guess, if people still do vlogs. Anyway, YouTube did some recent changes. They made it where smaller channels with less than 10,000 views across their entire channel can no longer be monetized. I don't know the extent of which they're going to do that. I don't know if they're also including the small ads over in the corner. But basically, they don't want to waste resources on the smaller channels, which makes perfect sense because I have a small channel and I don't get no ad revenue. But it made me think, well, if I want 10,000 views, I could get that in a week. I mean, getting 10,000 views is not hard. Is it because they're trying to push people to get the 10,000 views? Because they think, like, if you see one of your videos get a substantial amount of views, it'll drive you. Well, that's not true at all. Because my very first video, the first video I ever uploaded to YouTube, ever, has 18,237 views. My very first video has over 10,000 views. And still, you go to my new channel and I have 639 views total. My first video ever posted on YouTube beats out my entire second channel with 183 videos. My second channel has 183 videos. My very first video ever posted beats all 183 of those videos 30 times over in the view quality section. So, yeah. I wouldn't say that if that's YouTube's plan, that's a smart plan, because it's not. It really isn't. Anyway, I don't know what YouTube is exactly trying to do, but it got me thinking. Like it really doesn't matter what YouTube's trying to do, because the famous channels aren't going to be affected that much, and the smaller channels is still going to be just as hard to get up as it's ever been. But it got me thinking. Why is it so hard for smaller channels to get bigger? Well, some people would say it's not. They're just lazy. And there is truth to that. There most definitely is. You could get a couple hundred subscribers with the right social media platforms. You could just spam it all. Like, if you spent a good 8 hours a day for about a week just talking to people on social media sites and getting them to know you and just putting yourself out there, going to Reddit and doing funny posts and leaving a link to your video saying, hey, there's some more humor, go check it out. Well, then, yeah, you could most definitely get a couple hundred subscribers, and if you constantly did that, you'd bet 1,000 and no problem, in no time. But, most people say that first 1,000 is good. No, once you get to that first 1,000, you still have to do that. You still have to hit the social media up, and you still have to keep going with it. Only now, you have people sharing your video. And that's why small channels can't grow. Because people don't share small channels' videos. In fact, people don't share large channels' videos. They do, but compared to how many people don't, I mean, Markiplier has what? 3.5 million per video. And 3 or 4 people share his videos. Of course, that's a made-up statistic because I don't have access to Markiplier's channel. But how many people share your video is very, very important. And when you say I have 3.5 million people, if you say any number less than 1 million people shared your video out of that 3.5 million, if it's less than 1 million, then your viewers, they're not sharing your video, because that is a freaking incredibly low number for you to have 3.5 million views. And when you compare my 2 views, 6 views, 7 views, 2 views, well then, if Markiplier can't get half of his viewers to share his videos, well, I definitely have no chance. And that's what it's about. The smaller channels don't have people sharing their videos. The larger channels do. And when you get a lot of subscribers, people actively watching your videos, well, then they start sharing your videos. But sharing aside, is there any other way someone could get famous on YouTube? Well, there's always luck. You could always have the right person view the right video at the right time, and that thing just take off. Case in point, Markiplier got his video shared on Reddit, on a subreddit, and boom, it blew up. It was his, I think, his very first compilation video. He posted it 1 month into his career on YouTube, and it took off. Okay? He got lucky. Jacksepticeye, same thing. PewDiePie posted. But how did PewDiePie get famous? Well, he was kind of already famous before he joined YouTube. He was a banker, and he did a lot of stuff online. He was already known in a small class here and there. He already had notoriety. So when he made the transition over to YouTube, it was easy for him because he already knew how to do everything. Plus, he was a pioneer of YouTube. Like, if I was the very first video to ever post on YouTube, and then I kept posting videos every day, PewDiePie wouldn't have anything on me. But I wasn't. I started 2 years ago. He started, 9 years ago now? The trick to being successful is very simple, and it's very easy. All you have to do is be socially active, post content daily, and, try to keep a good attitude. Don't dive into things that are going to upset people. Try to keep it lighthearted. Don't talk about politics or religion, the obvious. I have fun with it. And that's what you gotta do. You gotta have fun with it. And yeah, I could be hitting social media a lot harder. I am very lax on that. In fact, I don't do it. I tried it out for a little bit, and then I stopped, and now I haven't started back up. And the reason why that is because I don't have enough videos, number one. I want to get to around 200 videos before I do that. I only have 183. And two, I don't want to gain notoriety in one way and then have to keep doing that way if I don't want to do that way in the first place. You feel me? What I want is for people to want others to watch me. That's what needs to be done. I want the community to say, hey, this guy's funny. Or, hey, this guy knows how to play video games. Because not all of my videos are funny. Some of them are just me playing a game. Very seriously, okay, let's do this. How do I solve this puzzle? They're very serious. And then others, they're hilarious. At least I think so. And then occasionally I do some shorts where I just try to make a funny video. All in all, YouTube's weird, and you have to balance it out correctly. But it's all basically on the creator to post content that is viewable. And I'm not talking in the sense that it's a pixel on a screen and people can view it. No, I'm talking in the sense that people click on your video and then don't immediately exit out of that video because it's not what they wanted to watch. It's not what they were expecting. Don't get clickbaity. Don't lure them in with something, and then when they get there, they're like, oh, this is not what I wanted. Because they're not trapped in. Once they go to your view channel, once they load up that video, they're not trapped. They can leave very easily. And I think it's the smaller channels that are basing their methods on these not so correct ways of just saturating the market with nothing but a bunch of bullcrap and clickbaity videos. I think it's this that is holding us smaller channels back. Because I personally believe if all the small channels who weren't taking YouTube seriously, who weren't posting videos every day, who weren't in it to entertain the viewers, if they were just posting videos in the hopes that they could become famous, or they're going into it with the intent to become famous, if all those channels just got the fuck out of the way, channels like mine would take off. YouTube's a wonderful place, but people abuse it quite often, and it ruins it for the rest of us. YouTube is not going to do you any favors. They're not going to share your video for you. They're not going to provide you anything. It's up to me, and it's up to you guys. If you want my channel to grow, you have to share. If I want my channel to grow, I have to keep producing quality content. So thank you everybody so much for watching. And you will see me in the next video. Bye.